Hey, good morning. So this is session 5 of programming practices and techniques, and it's all about operators. Operators, that's like multiplication, addition, subtraction, blah 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 blah, less than, greater than, y. So these are the operators. So this is objectives of this sessions. Of this session is define operators, list the different types of operators, describe the use of arithmetical operators, describe the use of relational operators to make comparisons, explain the process of associating selections with logical operators, identify the precedence of operators in an expression. So introduction, they said computer operations can be arithmetic, such as addition, division, or even comparison, where one variable is compared to another variable, right? So these are what arithmetic such as addition, division, or even comparison. Compare this one is less than that, and this number is less than that number is greater than this number. Where one variable is compared to another variable. The variable is just like the value that have been assigned to a variable and to a variable. So variable is just like a number. So also. So these kind of operations are performed using operators. So operators is a set of symbols that help to manipulate or perform some sort of function on data, right? A set of symbols that helps to manipulate, like this is addition. When you use addition, you can use addition to manipulate numbers, right? By adding two numbers together, or multiplication, right? Just to manipulate them and then perform some sort of functions on data. By the time you manipulate the data, you can change it, right? Plus 2 plus 2, it will automatically give you 4. So the three types of operators are as follows. We have arithmetic operators, we have relational operators, we have logical operators, right? We have arithmetic, mathematics like arithmetic numbers. Yes, operators are dealing with numbers, right? So plus, addition, subtraction, relational, greater than, less than or equals to, logical, and or not, right? So let's continue. Arithmetic operator helps to manipulate numeric data. It helps to manipulate what? Numeric data, number data. It helps to perform common arithmetic operations on the data. As soon as we cover the example, we have plus, minus, division, and multiplication. So the table shows a list of arithmetic operators common to most programming languages. I believe this table is familiar, right? It doesn't have any issue here. Plus, minus, you have known this right from daycare, right from primary one, right? So it's not a big deal. Let's see. Exponential raised to power go. 9 raised to power 2 is 9 times 9 would have been divided by 81. And C equivalent is like C programming language. C programming language is still the same thing. Then mode. You remember we did mode, right? So mode plus 9 mode 2 is 1, right? Why is it 1? Because when you say 9 divided by 2 is what? Is 4, right? 4 remainder 1, because 4 times 2 is 8 remainder 1. So the mode of 9 divided by mode 2 is what? 1. And this is the equivalent. This is the programming code symbol for it. Then negation is minus, minus, minus. So here it's the negation operator requires only a single operand. Do you know what operand is? Let's see. Not bad. When you have 3 minus 8, okay. When you have 3 minus 8, right? So this number here is an operand. This number like this is an operand. So any number that has a sign with it is an operand number. So this is an operand. So they said it requires only a single operand. Minus requires only a single operand. You know why? Guess. Okay. nama. Yeah. So it requires only a single operand. Negation requires only a single operand because this minus is only for this 8. So it's but for example, when we have something like 3 plus 8, so you can get 3 plus 8. This plus is for ano na ba good idea because of people. No one need no one. And minus is only for this. You understand? So that's how it is. Plus, so then all these numbers that are coming with plus or minus, they are called operands. While the symbol is operator, right? Then the number that is using to manipulate the whatsoever it is its operand. Okay. It is also known as unary operator. So all other operators require two operands and are known as binary operators. Those that require two operands. Command denominator 3 plus 8 it requires two operands. And it's also known as binary operators. Human negation is known as unary operator. So precedence. Precedence between arithmetic operators. Do you know what precedence is? It's like wanda ya kamata ki fara da shi a code ɗinki, like what what precedes, like the one you are meant to start with. Just like this board mass, we have board mass bracket of division. So precedence of board mass is what? Bracket. You have to start with bracket, right? In akwai bracket a calculation ɗin ke da shi zaki fara, so precedence is wanda ya kamata ka fara da shi. So this is arithmetic precedence. If you have plus plus, that's increment. 2 minus minus is decrement. Then 3, and you have multiplication, division, and modulus. Then 4 is plus and minus. That's so you see here, the table shows the order in which each arithmetic operator precedes over other arithmetic. So this one here, you start with what? Increment, then followed by decrement, then followed by one, then followed by one. So relational operators, so they compare two or more values or expressions and always returns either true or false. They are binary operators, so less than equals to, less than or equals to, then greater than or equals to. These are called what? Relational operators. So this table shows the list of relational operators common in most languages. So, languages, like in any language, this is how they use them. This is less than, right? This is greater than or equals to. 2 is less than 9, right? True. 2 is less than or equals to 9. Yeah, it's true because it's from 2 to 9, right? Then 2 is greater than 9. It's a false. 2 is greater than or equals to 9. It's a lie. 2 is equals to 9. It's a lie. 2 is not equals to 9. It is true. So these are the symbols in C programming language. You get it. So there is no precedence among relational operators. You get. So therefore, they are always evaluated from left to right. So we have logical operators. They are used in situations where multiple conditions need to be satisfied. Logical operators known as AND or not, right? Then combine the result of several comparisons as required to present a single answer. It returns the result is either true or false. You get it returns the result in either true or false. So logical operators known as AND. I8 is greater than 18 and city is equals to New York. So these are the logical operators. We have and, we have or, we have not. And result is true only when both conditions are true. He is greater than 40, he is greater than 18, and he is living in New York. Both of them must be true before you can use and. Then or is either both of them. Either of the two conditions is true. Kuma ga symbol ɗin shi nan a C programming language, another C as well, and these or programming. This is also another or equivalent in C programming language. So so here or result is true when either of the two conditions is true. Like he is greater than 18 or he lives in Canada. You see? Ba lallai sai duka biyu ya zo true. Even though if he lives in Nigeria and you say he lives in China, uh, as far as he's 18, it's true. That's Aiken organ. Then not operators on not operate on a single value and convert true to false and vice versa. So it convert true to false. Not are you are you are you a student? No, I'm not a student. You see, you negate it. Are you a student? Like it converts true to false, false to true. Okay? And this is a symbol. So precedence between logical operator, minor the precedence, and the precedence shows on the table you have to start with not, then followed by and, then or. Get these are the precedence. So precedence among different types of operators. If you have these three operators of program income, like if you have these three operators of calculation income, you start with arithmetic, followed by addition, then the last part is logical. That's the precedence. You get. So the parentheses sometimes parentheses in a bracket, right? So sometimes for certain formulas, the programmer may need to override the precedence rules. For example, the rules can be overridden with the help of parentheses. You see, that's where bracket and BODMAS comes in. When you have BODMAS, you know BODMAS starts with, it always starts with brackets. So when you have your calculations and there is brackets, and you definitely have to override the precedence rule. The precedence rule that says you have to start with increment or decrement or plus or minus. But if akwai bracket a cikin calculations ɗinka, a cikin question solution problems ɗinka, like your equation or something, you definitely have to start with the parentheses. So that's rule of you override the precedence rules. You don't have to follow the precedence rules. Kin gane? So summary operators are a set of symbols that help to manipulate performance of the data. Operators can be classified into three types, namely arithmetic, relational, and types, namely arithmetic, relational, and logical operators. Arithmetic relational operators compare true or more values. Expressions are always written either true or false. So logical operators are used in situations where multiple conditions need to be satisfied. In an equation involving all three types of operators, arithmetic operators are evaluated first. Arithmetic operators are evaluated first, followed by relational operators, then finally logical operators. The programmer can specify the part of the equation that needs to be solved first by using parentheses. So that's it. If you have any question, you can ask. Like you don't ask questions. Why? Do you understand everything like perfectly? All right then. Let's continue. That's session what? Huh? I don't know the session here. Ah, what session is this? 5. So this session 6, and session 6 is all about iteration construct. You know what iteration is? Like repetition, right? So iteration is all about repetition, looping. That's what I'm trying to construct. So let's see what the objectives of it. Explain looping construct, loop, right? Keep me on loop. Describe the different types of loops and then explain nested loops. So sometimes a computer program needs to perform some tasks repetitively. Sometimes a computer program needs to perform some tasks repetitively, right? Do you get it? To perform these tasks, the iterative or looping construct is used. To perform these tasks, the iterative or looping construct is used. So, all right, let's see. Definitely computer is all about um, inputting some bunch of commands instructions into them, right, to the computers, and then it produces output by repeating the program. Let's say, do you want to save this file? Yes. Do you want to save another file? Like it keeps on looping, right? So let's see how it does. So here we have the set. Consider that a programmer has to write a program that displays a name 100. 1000 times. Consider that a programmer has to write a program that displays a name 1000 times. The programmer cannot type this display statement 1000 times. Like, it doesn't make sense. Then what is the use of computer? Like, what is the use of programming language? Would you just come and be writing 1000 and be writing display 1000 and display up to 1000 times? Display name, display name, display name up to 1000 times? Ah, that's creepy. It doesn't work that way, right? You just have to write a simple command for looping that you keep on repeating that number, that name, or that whatsoever you are putting up to what 1000 times. You don't have to be writing them up to the view. Biyar har zuwa dubu what are they even calling it? Dubu ɗaya. You get? So in such kind of scenarios, the iteration construct can be used. So instead of you writing display or display what's your name? Display Fatima, you'll be writing Fatima, display Fatima, 100, 1000 times. It will take time and it's no, it's not nice. So the best thing to do is to use what? Iteration construct. Do you get it? You use what? Looping. In kin tashi kawai layi ɗaya kawai da ki saka ki ba ta condition. Okay, I want you to repeat my name up to 1000 times. Ta click enter. Before you know, poof, it will just give you 1000 names or 1 million. But do one number like this. You don't have to type that. So that's what loop is. Do you get it? Okay. So the example shows the pseudocode to add an iteration construct to the display. So this iteration construct, right? This what's it called? Pseudocode. You know what pseudocode is, right? So here, look at it. Do loop 1000 times, display mic, and look. In one nation is pseudocode. Yeah, looping me 1000 times. This is the condition. Then display what? Mic. Then end the loop. This is the short pseudocode. Once you just type this, but one is not the actual code, right? This is the pseudocode, like how it looks like. You get? So once you run it, it will give you 1000 times and end loop. You understand? So we have different types of loops, of course. We have different types of loops supported by most programming languages, and as follows: we have while loop, the do loop, the do while loop, the repeat until loop, and then the for loop. Loops: we have while loop, do while loop, repeat until loop, and then for loop. Let's see what they are. The while loop. While loop repeats a statement or a set of statements until a certain specified condition is met or is true. It repeats a statement. Statement maybe suna kake so ki da repeating. So it will repeat your suna until a specified condition is met or is true. Maybe shi zai ta repeating har sai ya kai condition ɗin da kika ba shi. Let's say you gave it 100, you want it to print your name 100 times, so it will keep on repeating har sai ya yi meeting wannan condition. When it meets the condition, if it's true, then it will print it and stop. Kin gane? That's what while loop is. And then the general form for the while loop is as follows. Kin gane? While condition, ka condition ɗin ka sama, then do the statement, then end do. Kin gane? So it will keep on repeating the statement until it meets the condition. If the condition it says while condition may be name 1000 times. You get? So this is while loop. And look at it in inda yake a code kuma. Inda yake a code. This is modified pseudocode and earlier for the earlier. So this is a modified pseudocode. This also is pseudocode, it's not the actual code. Look at it here. Begin, then our count. This int count is equal to 0. That means counting ɗin ya fara daga ne. So count is equal to 0. So we want our counting to start from what? From 0. So while this is a condition, right? While count is less than 1000. So from 0 to less than 1000 to 999 kenan ko? Do display mic. Here to display mic. Then count is equal to count plus 1. then count from 0 plus 1. Kinga 0 plus 1, 1. 1 plus 1, 2. 2 plus 1, 3. Kinga adding by 1, by 1, by 1, by 1. It will be adding by 1, by 1, end 1 nan dole inda kuma end 1 nan begin nan. Kin gane? Do you understand? Kin gane ko? So that's the code for it. So this is flow chart for it kuma. Kuma ga flow chart sai kin gani? We have start. Then this is process, count is equal to 0, it's to start counting from 0. Is count less than 1000? Yes, it's less than 1000. Display mic, data display mic. Then count plus 1, count is equal to count plus 1. This is the increment by 1. 0 plus 1, 1, 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus 1, 3, 3 plus 1, 4. You need process and it will still go back to this, right? That's it. So is count less than 1000? No, kin ga yafi 1000. In yafi 1000, misali ya zo 999, 1000, 1000 is not less than 1000. Kin gani? Ai bare yi. So it will, if it is no, they and then it's to stop the program. Do you understand? Do you understand? I hope it's a yes. So that's how it is. If it is yes, if it is less than 1000, yes, it will keep on displaying Mike, Fatima. Then process. This is the process again. The process is what? If you increment, it will be incrementing by what? 1. CNT plus 1. This 0 is equal to 0 plus 1, 1, 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus 1, 3, 3 plus 1, 4. And if it is no, if it is greater than 1000 again from. If it is less than 1000, is count less than 1000? No. Maybe ya kai 199, ya kai 1000. You should just go and stop the program. Because they didn't told I by meeting condition. The condition is not true because the condition says less than 1000. You get? So, and then this is the C condition. This is the C syntax. And they get our code C programming. So that after this course, we should C programming. So while condition, the condition, then curly braces, then the statement. You get? So, and this is how it is in the C programming language. This is the main method, our main method. Then int count, we declare variables int count, then count is equal to 0. So we start our counting from 0, and while count is less than 1000, printf mic, then cnt++1. This is cnt++. Don't worry, we'll come to it. I just want to show you. So cnt is equals to cnt plus 1 is the same thing. The cnt plus. Okay, guys. So this one and this one and this one is the same thing. Okay, guys. So increment by 1 can cnt 0 plus 1, 1, 1 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How's 1000? You get it? So that's how it is. With the C programming language, we can move on and then continue. That's while loop. Can you while loop? While condition then statement. While condition then statement. Then the while loop tests the condition before the body of the loop is executed. It will test the condition. In ta duba condition yake ga abin da aka bata. To wurin body na execution it will just print directly to what? To meet the condition of the while loop. Therefore, the body of the loop may not be executed at all. The body of the loop may not be executed at all if the condition is not satisfied in the first attempt. So the body of the condition will not in the bai yi meeting wannan condition din ba, inda wannan condition ya duba wannan condition din babu bare iya yin shi ba, it will just terminate just like the one you saw at the flowchart. Is count less than 1000? No, go ahead to just end the program. So on some occasions, it might be necessary to execute the body of the loop before the test is performed. So at some cases, you what execute the body first, like the statement first before the while loop, before the condition. Kin gane? So such situations can be handled with the help of do while loop. So kin ga shi yanda yake do statement shi kuma da statement yake fara. It will execute the statement first before the while condition. Kin gane? It will execute the statement first before the while condition. And then here misali, consider an example where the loop displays message and accepts a number from the user. Shi kuma da just like ina irin wannan za a ce maka enter a number, enter your name. When you enter your name, they will try to enter your address. Enter your address, enter your village, enter your enter. So wannan repetition din they use do while loop. Enter, it execute the body first before the condition. Kin gane? So the loop continue doing this until the user enters number 5 and then exit the program. Kin gane? So kin gane? Here I said, consider an example where the loop displays a message and accepts a number from the user. The loop continues doing this until the user enters the number 5 and then exits the program. And this is the code. Again, they can begin to display enter a number, enter 5 to exit. Input num, while num, what sign is this? While num is not equals to 5, end. Okay. So if num is not equals to 5, it will keep on telling you enter number, enter number, enter number, enter number, enter number. On a while condition again. But once the number is equals to 5, it will just stop the program. Do you understand? So that's how it is. So this is a flowchart for it. That I'm going to start display entire number 5 to exit, then input number. Is number not equals to 5? Yes, number is not equals to 5. Then sama continue display entire number. Is number equals to 5? Yes. No. Is number not equals to 5? No. It's equals to 5. Pam, stop the program. Is number not equals to 5? Yes, it's not equals to 5. Or the guy has been putting number, but there's not 5. So I go back and telling the person to be entering number. The person will be entering number, and you keep on telling him enter number, enter number, enter number, enter number. But once the person input 5, then pop, it will stop the program. Is number not equals to 5? No, this guy entered 5. So stop the program. It will not stop the program. You understand? So that's how it is. Then the for loop provides a more concise loop control structure, concise, like in just maybe 2 or 3 lines. Kin gama, shi kuma kawai layi ɗaya ne bai da wani yawa. So shi yanda yake it's so for counter variable in range, so shi kuma gashi nan for counter variable in range, start value to end value, start value, do statement set. So shi kuma ga yanda yake for loop or counter variable to start counting from 1. Then in range, maybe condition again, the start value to end value. Again, about this, I will show you how to do that. So the for loop is again for count and range 1 to 1000 display mic and do for count and range from 1 to 1000 do what display mic. This is how it is. So let's see. So for loop. Semoga in the for loop again. See, for loop, for you have initialization. How do they spell initialization? Okay. Yeah. Initialization. You're not correcting me. Initialization. Then semicolon followed by condition. Semicolon followed by increment or decrement. decrement. Okay, decrement. See, then we hacker, right? So here it's where we execute our statement. Our statement, we end it with semicolon. So now let's see. So kin gani yanzu a nan we have for loop initialization, conditional increment or decrement, then pattern statement. Do you know how this works? Let me show you. And we for initialization, where we want our counting to start from. Maybe we have count. We want our counting to start from 0. Kin gani? Sai mu haka. What is the condition? The condition should be, let's say count. We want the counting to start from 0 to less than 100. Okay, less than 100, right? Then how do you want the increment should be? Do you want it to from 0 to 100 or from 100 to 0? Increment 0 to 100, decrement 100 to 0. Kin gane? So increment anan shine it will be count. What increment is plus. Kin gane? There you can from 0, 1, 2, 3 har zuwa 99. Kin gane? If it's decrement, in kuma decrement ke so mai amfani da shi, it will be count minus. Do you understand? Then you statement, then here maybe it will be printf printf Fatima. So do you understand? So that's how it is. Count 0 to the nearest, it will print Fatima up to 100 times, up to 99. You understand? Or you can just impute number or anything you can put there. So that's how it is. We'll come to the practical and the muka programming, you'll see how it works. So this is the syntax. Do you understand? So getting for count is equals to less than constant increment, print mic. Then nested loop. Do you know what nested loop is? Nested loop is loop within loop. Looping a chicken loop. Is a loop within another loop. It's used in almost programming languages. It can have up to 15 levels in C language to be nested within one another. It can have varied levels of nesting for other programming languages. So shi kuma loop ne cikin loop, like you have two loops together. You have loops, looping. So an example of a nested while loop where the program accepts 5 numbers from the user and displays them twice on the screen is shown. And then you have what your count, the first count is equals to 1, the second count is equals to 1, while count is less than 6. Input number count 2 is equals to 1, while count 2 is less than 3. Print number count 2 is equals to count 2 plus 1, increment kenan. Count is equals to count plus 1, decrement kenan. Like if you want to have looping there actually, you understand? So nested loop just loop within loop as ya amfani da looping guda biyu a cikin program guda ɗaya. So here it is. So I think that's all. The iterative looping construct is used to repeat certain steps specific numbers of times until some specified condition is met. The different types of loop are the while loop, do while loop, repeat until loop. Should not repeat until loop is just the same thing. It keep repeating until it reaches the condition, just English. And for loop, then the while loop repeat statement or state statement. For loop, blah blah blah. So that's all for session 5 and 6. If you have any question, you can ask. Thank you. Bye. Let's